swing and a ball lined out towards center. Brings it in. And that is that. It's the Dodgers 0 with the Giants coming up. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at Oracle Park. And on the hill, Shohei Ohtani. What should we keep an eye on here?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Jung-Hoo Lee, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
Always fun to watch Lee go to work at the dish, Boog. He's just a pure hitter and a good athlete. Someone referred to him as a slow drip guy because the more you watch him, the more you like him.
Up the middle, bats up with it. Not in time, an infield knock to start the inning.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give it a full sprint through the base regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
Now the number 2 hitter, Tyler Fitzgerald. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass looking for the sac bunt. He was late there, strike 1.
0-1.
Next offering way off the plate. Misses the sweeper. Runner at first with no outs here. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
That pitch in for a strike. 0-2 now.
Ball. 1 ball.
Lee over at first with 1 away. That one inside. Look out.
2-2.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
Matt Chapman up to the plate now. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner, got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a Gold Glove, if not a Platinum Glove.
Right through there for a strike. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand...
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 1 left for San Francisco. Scoreless after 1. Back back here in San Francisco. And now Teoscar Hernandez.
When you look at the ability to save runs defensively, but then also put runs up on the scoreboard, that's the kind of player that every championship team needs to have.
Next pitch is downstairs. And that one is in for a strike. On the ground right side. Whips it to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. First pitch swinging, and it's a knock. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Batting sixth, third baseman
Max Muncy at the dish. He has, as they like to say,
Let me guess, Boog. Light tower power?
that's right. Ball one low. And a swing and a miss. Joe McDonald doing the home plate duties here.
Well, Joe's an interesting one. I'm always trying to figure out what exactly his zone is. It feels like it kind of moves around from game to game, sometimes inning to inning.
Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. He's in there.
All over that one right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Andy Pajes digs in now. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
0-1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And that one fouled off.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Tag out at second. It's a double play. And just like that, the inning is over.
Well, needed a big strikeout to get out of danger. Turned to the deception of that changeup. Great execution. Really sold it with the arm speed. Had his opponent way out on that front foot.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Leading off, Lamont Wade Jr.
Lamont Wade Jr.
That's a little high. Ball one. Just missed. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1.
Let's go, Giants.
On the ground.
Foul ball.
And foul ball.
You got this.
Line drive, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Here's Elliot Ramos.
Base hit now.
That one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Nobody out. Runner at first.
Come on, Giants.
That just misses. And that's ball 2.
Hey.
Fastball is outside. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Oh, now he's got 2 runners on after that walk, and things can get out of hand in a hurry in these situations, so he's going to have to find a way to get back into the strike zone.
Now it's the Giants catcher, Patrick Bailey. There's the strike. And the sweeper misses. No outs, runners at first and second. That's off the inside corner, and the count's even at 2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
0-0 here in the bottom of the second. And that'll load the bases.
Didn't miss by much right there. Just couldn't get the call off the inside corner.
So bases all loaded up. Mike Yastrzemski, the next Giant to hit. Golden opportunity right here. And the first offering is not close. Bases loaded, nobody out. Bottom half of inning number 2.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
That missed by a lot. 3-2 now. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Freeman tossed to second. Return throw to first, double play. And the run scores from third.
It's always great when you can add a run, but in this situation with the bases loaded, double play is kind of a rally killer.
And up next for San Francisco, Grant McCray. Just missed. Two outs with a runner at third. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. The 1-1. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. And it's even up. Ramos at third with 2 away. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. On the ground to the left.
That's foul.
And it goes just foul. 2 outs. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We played 2 full. It's the Giants 1 and the Dodgers nothing. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Now, Michael Conforto. Conforto in his 9th season in the 8th spot in today's lineup. And though usually in left field, today he's the designated hitter. And that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And stepping in is the speedy Hae-Sung Kim. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Some guys don't like not being able to play defense because it helps them to stay in the rhythm. So for him to be the DH, we'll see if he gets a routine together.
Tying run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. On the ground to third. It's in and out of his glove. He beats the throw, and that leaves them with runners at first and second.
Now batting, shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Here's Mookie now. He popped out to the catcher his first time up.
This at bat might not seem like a huge deal right now, but baseball is a game of moments, and what happens here could change everything.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Big at bat right here with an opportunity to do damage. But on the flip side, ground ball, double play, strikeout, that could get the inning back under control on the mound.
That one's upstairs, ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
First and second here, no outs. And a count 1-2.
Sit him down. Ball.
In the dirt.
2-2.
Count moves to 2-2 as the runners hold.
Finish him. Full count.
Tommy Edman in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here.
Sit him down.
That's towards center. Lee drops into the glove, and there's one down. And here comes Tommy Edman. Fly to left his first time.
Keep an eye on this at bat because even though it's early, it could change the outcome of this game. Look for your pitch and attack it.
And that is out of play. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Beats to second, out there. On to first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Well, they had the chance at turning 2 right there, but I don't think he got a good grip on the balls. He tried to transfer from glove to throwing hand. They say you can't assume a double play. I beg to differ at the big league level, but it's going to be ruled as a fielder's choice.
Here's Freddie Freeman now. 0 for 1 so far. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Corners are occupied with 2 down.
Giants, come on, Giants.
Swings through that one for strike two.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Sit him down.
0-2 now. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Punch him out.
2 on, 2 outs. And Freddie takes the K.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back here at Oracle
Leading
Park,
off
and
the
now the center
Giants.
fielder, Jung-Hoo
Center
Lee.
fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Otani back to work. And the
No,
first
that's
pitch
a ball.
misses for ball one.
All these Giants
One ball,
showing
no
great
strike.
discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up one run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Hernandez flashes the leather on the run and catch.
Oh, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football. You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Fitzgerald takes a ball as he stands in for the second
1-0.
time. High fly ball, right field.
Come on, kid.
Pajes snags it, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Willie Adames.
2 outs, base is empty. Willie Adames stands in. Struck out swinging his first time.
Go Giants.
There's a strike. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And he swings through that one. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now, doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Good eye right there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground, right side. Throw on to Freeman, and they get Adames for the out. That's the 3rd out. Giants go down quietly, but they're on top 1-0. On to the 4th. Now the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez.
Ball 1 there.
You know, these Dodgers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Chapman over to first in time. And 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
Up next for the Dodgers, catcher.
The batter
Will
now will
Smith.
be Will Smith. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Let's go Giants. High. No ball, 1 strike. Sit him down.
Off the
Ball.
mark there. And the count is 1-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Swing and a ball hammered. Left field. That one carried. Into the bleachers and gone. Home run. He circles the bases, and we're all square. It's 1-1.
Really impressive hitting a ball that far going into the wind. Nothing was going to stop it from getting over the wall. So many times the sinker inside is a foul ball off the ankle for the batter, but that time he did a really nice job of staying inside the pitch and getting through it.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Here comes Max Muncy. Pitch
Ball
misses
one.
there. Ball one.
1 ball, no strikes.
Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Usually when you see several pitches, you're going to get at least one that you might be able to do something with, but they didn't exactly challenge him in any way right there. And really, they just used his aggressiveness against him. I don't think he even got a pitch in the zone.
No, that's a good point, Siggy. He goes down on strikes, but not a single pitch was actually in the strike zone. And a foul ball. Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering is in for a strike. And a good eye there. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Two down, nobody on. And that is downstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's a little bit low. That's ball 4. Tried another sinker, but couldn't find a zone.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Conforto takes low, second trip to the plate in this one. Pajes, the runner at first with 2 gone. Next offering is fouled back.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Ground ball right side. Slings to first, 3rd out, and that ends the frame. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. All even now at 1-1. Back after this on the show. Bottom of the 4th, now the Giants 4-hitter, Matt Chapman. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Yeah, there's the strike.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Chapman gets a piece there. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Pitch misses, and the count is 2-2. That's a strikeout. Ohtani sends him packing.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Lamont Wade Jr.
Here's Lamont Wade Jr. Singled and scored his first time. Right through there for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but You can never predict baseball.
1 out, base is empty. That one off the mark. 1-1. Went with the sweeper, but it misses. That one fouled off. 2-2.
Let's go, San Francisco!
Just misses with that one.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Right through there, got him. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. So now the DH spot, Elliot Ramos. He reached on a walk his first time. Pitch misses. 1-0.
What's a good pitch there? Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swing and a foul out of play. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Just missed.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
That's ball 4. Tried another sweeper, but couldn't find the zone.
Well, 2-out walks are never good, especially when you're trying to get back into that dugout. But he's still in a good spot. He's just got to refocus and deal with the bottom of this order.
So 2 down. Patrick Bailey, the next Giant to hit. Walked his first time. Hard hit, right side. Throw on to Freeman, and that will end the inning. So the Giants leave 1. Still tied, 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the second baseman, Hye-Sung Kim. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. The throw in, not going to get him. He's in there.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to. And you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Here's Mookie Betts now. 0 for 2 in this one. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Strike him out!
That's
Ball
down
2.
and in.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Punch him out!
And Mookie takes.
Come on, punch him out! Strike!
And he hits a ground ball right side. Over to first. 1 away here in the 5th.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Tommy Edman at the plate. And a strike on the outside corner. 0-1.
Balls.
One away with a runner at third. And fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Lee. He's got it. Runner tags from third. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 2-1.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
Here is Freddie Freeman.
Come on, Giants!
That one finds the zone. Strike one.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
One run across in the frame so far, and we're at the top of the 5th. That one misses, and the count 1-2.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. So they get 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, no one left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Giants 1. Back here in San Francisco, we head to the bottom of the 5th, and here is Mike Yastrzemski. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Michael Grove looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Vesia, the lefty, warming up as well. The 0-1. And that one missing low.
1-1.
That one ran inside, almost got him.
Three balls, 1 strike.
Grant McCray in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swing and a miss as he was late.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
That's a good at-bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Gosh, another walk in this one. Man, he is having some real issues with control.
And digging in for San Francisco, Grant McCray went down on strikes his first time through. Right through there for a strike.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Fought off foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Line drive. Puts it away for the out.
Up next for the Giants, center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee.
And up next for the Giants, Jung-Hoo Lee, 1 for 2.
Need a base hit here.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Yastrzemski, the base runner at first with 1 out. Next offering way upstairs. And that one is inside. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Ow!
Not a fast runner on the base path, so this kind of looks like it was a hit and run called from the dugout. Got to make contact some way or somehow because that guy's not going to be able to steal second base and be safe.
Two outs. And a swing and a miss. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. Nothing doing there for San Francisco. They're down 2-1. Top 6. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Hernandez measures 6 feet 2 inches, 215 pounds, and he's a former home run derby champ. Hit hard on the ground to short. On to first, and Hernandez is out.
Just an outstanding play going up the middle right there, and the exchange to get the throw off to first just shows you why he's one of the best shortstops around. So smooth yet so quick at the same time, and any slower and those wheels burning down the first baseline are going to turn that into an infield hit.
Will Smith to the plate. He went deep back in the 4th. A pretty important swing of the bat in this ball game.
Yeah, Boogie, he didn't waste any time. He jumped all over that pitch and saw it the entire way. You talk about squaring it up. He didn't miss a stitch on the baseball.
And that drops in for a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Eric Miller getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Rodriguez, the right-hander, also getting loose. A changeup missing, and a count even 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
This one in the air, right field.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's go.
They got it for out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Max Muncy.
Here's Muncy to hit.
Let's go, Giants.
That one finds the zone. 0-1. And downstairs.
1-1. Go, Giants. Ball.
Fouls one off. 2-2. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Giants 1. New arm out of the bullpen, Michael Grove.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Well, 1-run game. Now it's the second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald. This guy can absolutely fly. I think one of the faster players in baseball.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
And that's downstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Blake Trinan getting loose out there. Scott getting cranked up as well. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Now he breaks his bat. Can't pick it up with the bare hand. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
And now it's going to be Willie Adames.
1-0.
Here's the pitch to Adames. Runner on the move. Throw to second, and he's out.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
The Dodgers leading by a run here in the bottom of the sixth. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Misses, and it's 2-2.
That two-seam fastball is usually coupled with a slider away, and when a hitter's conscious of the pitch in, it's hard for him to cover middle away, and that's where a pitcher can really finish off that batter.
Inside, just missed.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Chappie steps to the dish to take his cuts. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Just off the inside edge. Next offering is down low.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Swing and a miss.
2-2.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Giants go down quietly, and our score remains 2-1. Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Eric Miller.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Well, one-run game. Now it's the right fielder, Andy Pajes. He is struck out, and he is walked. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back.
A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Oh, set him down.
Swing better.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
And here is Michael Conforto. There's a strike.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Base is empty, one away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Bailey gathers, throws to first, and it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Kim in now, takes ball 1 off the plate.
No strike.
Next offering is fouled back. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the 7th.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Now pitching for Los
We're back in a new
Angeles.
pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Tanner Scott.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Junior.
And that one fouled off. Next offering is down low. And 1-1. Into center. Edman pulls it in on the run.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field. Someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
Ramos up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. That's in for a strike. Grounds 1 to short. Slinging it to first in time.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
And up next for San Francisco, Patrick Bailey. He's 0 for 1. And there's a strike.
Pretty good pitch. Backed up a little bit, expecting it to go middle away, and it just sort of stayed on the inside corner. Probably good take because he would have gotten jammed had he swung the bat.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
No ball. 2 strikes.
You know, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
Looking to get the tying run on base. That one down the line, and foul ball.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Next offering is outside. That one not close. The count now 2-2. And there's a ball.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And the tying run is on base.
Up next for the Giants.
And the Dodgers will go to the bullpen. Tanner Scott out of the game, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
So
Los
the
Angeles.
Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Lake
Number
Trinan.
49.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
2 outs, runner at first. Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. Fouled off. He was late.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Inning over on the ground out. Took just 2 pitches to finish the frame out of the bullpen. Excellent work out of the Dodgers bullpen there. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Giants 1.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Tyler Rogers.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Back to the top of the order now. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Mookie Betts. 0 for 3 in this one.
Let's go Giants!
Strike.
And strike 1 to Mookie Betts. Swing and a miss.
0-2. Strike him out.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Right through there for a strike.
Let's go Giants!
That one outside, and now it's even 1-1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Randy Rodriguez getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Doval warming up as well.
Come on, Giants.
One down, base is empty. Good eye in that spot.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
This one in the air. Fitzgerald.
All right, here we go.
And it's caught for the out.
There you go.
Now batting, first baseman Freddie Freeman.
2 down, base is empty. And now Freddie Freeman.
Come on, Giants. Let's go, San Francisco.
Ball one,
Outside.
no strikes. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th.
Let's go, Giants.
On the ground to short.
Get it again.
In plenty of time to first. And Freeman is retired. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. 3 up, 3 down that time. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Giants 1. Ready for the bottom of the 8th, and digging in for San Francisco, Grant McCray.
Grant McCray.
And a swing and a miss.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it, it's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
That's a ball. Tried to attack with a sweeper. Swing and a ground ball out to short. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Now it's the Giants leadoff hitter, Jung-Hoo Lee. 1 for 3. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Got him looking. That was pretty nasty.
Now back.
So digging in, Tyler Fitzgerald.
Now this guy, a player that if he gets on base has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
All right, Giants, come on.
In the air to left center. Hernandez ranging after it. He's got it. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. So they make short work of him there. Through 8 full, it's the Dodgers 2 and the Giants 1. And we're back. We go to the 9th. Here's the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Rogers back to work. And there's a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Movement in the bullpen. Randy Rodriguez preparing to come on if needed. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Smith at the plate now. That's ball 1.
1-0.
Next offering upstairs.
No, that's a ball. Let's go, Giants.
And that's in for a strike. Draws the walk there.
Take your base.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Here's Max Muncy. Rogers, a 6'3" righty, 180 pounds, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2013. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Let's go, Giants.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
Strike him out.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. And the slider just misses.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Muncy into second. It's a double.
Nice at bat right there. Not just the result, but also seeing a lot of pitches. Made him really work out there on the mound. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Next to hit, Andy Pajes. Foul ball there.
Here's the sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield in. This would be a big pickup if he can push a run across.
Come on, Giant.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air.
Move it.
Yastrzemski brings it in with a nice running grab.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Michael Conforto.
The batter will be Michael Conforto.
Let's go, Giant.
Smoked on the ground a second. The throw to first. That ends the inning as they squander a chance to pick up some insurance. 2 left on. Hard of the order, 3, 4, 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Giants 1. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Kirby Yates.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Willie Adames now at the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. First offering misses badly for ball 1. One-run game, bottom 9. And Willie fouls one back.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
On the ground to first. Down the line, and it's foul. Strike 3, got him swinging. A huge out to start the bottom of the ninth.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Chapman in the box now, takes strike 1. A 1-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. Next pitch is outside. Fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And the Giants down to their final out.
No, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first two hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
So it's their last chance in this one. And up next for the Giants, Lamont Wade Jr. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Trying to close out a one-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Fastball is outside.
2-2.
This could end it. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, a tight 2-1 ball game. Classic pitching and defense in this game. A lot of good execution, and neither team really beat themselves by way of mistakes. But ultimately, it came down to one or two key plays to make the difference for the win.
And your final score here today, 2-1. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Hello from San Francisco, California. We're live at Oracle Park. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the San Francisco Giants. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to go. And today's starter, Logan Webb.
He's someone you can rely on to provide quality innings in almost every one of his starts, Boog. He knows how to command the mound. His stuff is good, and sometimes it's even better than good. If he gets off to a fast start, look out. It could be a tough day for this lineup.
Ready to go?
Leading
Now
off
at the
for
plate,
Los
Mookie Betts.
Shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Boo Dodgers!
Just
No,
off the outside edge. And away we go this afternoon.
Betts is definitely one of those guys that excels at everything he does, Boog. In terms of baseball, he can do it all. He's won World Series, batting titles, gold gloves, and everything else you can think of.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Tommy Edman at the plate. First pitch misses. One out, base is empty. And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Come on, Logan.
Ground ball up the middle. Oh, great grab on the dive. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
The effort from both players involved in this play just really stands out to me. I mean, you got the diving stop at short, which was outstanding, and how can you not love the hustle flying down the line? That's just great baseball at an extremely high level.
Runner on at first with one gone. Stepping in, Freddie Freeman. And that drops in for a strike. Move to first. Edman dives back in safely.
Let's go, Logan.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Strike him out.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And now Teoscar Hernandez. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Save.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Oh, and 2 now as he swings through it.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Edman on at second with 2 down.
Punch him out.
Just off the outside edge. Going to count 1 and 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Strike him out.
Sit him down.
That one
That's up,
just
ball 2.
misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Strike him out.
Swing and a ground ball. And that's a fair ball. Here comes Edman around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and it's 1-0.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. Fastball is outside.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Next
Ball
one
3.
misses, and that's ball 3. So now 2 on
Take your base.
and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner into scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. First pitch swinging,
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Kicks and deals. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Punch him out.
Ball.
2 aboard, 2 outs.
Sit him down.
Got him. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. Back here with my pal Singy. Our starting pitcher in this one, Shohei Ohtani. What do you got on him, Chris?
It's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, come fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
Here's the center fielder,
Leading
Jung-Hoo
off
Lee.
for the Giants, center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1.
Go Giants.
Up the middle, bats up with it. Now the throw to first on the run, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single. Now the number 2 hitter, Tyler Fitzgerald. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Let's go, Ty.
Just missed. On the corner for a strike. Now 2-1.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
And there's 1 down.
Come on.
Here's the Giants lineup. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
Willie Adames stands in. There goes the runner. Cut on and miss. Throw to second, tag, and they got him.
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense. Try to force the defense to make plays and slow them down. That's exactly what they did right there. So we'll see if that caught stealing changes the offensive approach moving forward.
Two out, space is empty. Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper.
0-2.
And a
1-2.
sweeper misses for a ball. Strike 3, went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout. Nothing doing there for San Francisco. They're down 1-0. Back here at Oracle Park, top of the second, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pajes.
He's been known to jump all over the first pitch, so that seems like a missed opportunity right there. goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at-bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
That's a
And
ball.
ball one. Joe McDonald, our umpire behind the dish.
Yeah, Boog, Joey Mack, sometimes a little tough to figure out. We may see some hitters and pitchers asking him where a pitch was here or there, but most of the time he keeps it reasonable.
Next offering is fouled back. The 1-2. Now one
Ball two.
missed.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Batting eighth
Michael
is
Conforto will
left
climb
fielder,
in.
Michael Conforto.
That one's in there, and it's 0-1. One down, base is empty. And he grounds one to the right side. Throw to first, and it pulls him off the bag.
Come on now.
Batting ninth, second baseman, Hassan Kim.
One down, and stepping in is the speedy Haesung Kim.
Double play kills the inning.
That to right, Yastrzemski. Snags it for the second out. Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is.
This one swung on and hit well, way back there. And that one's gone into the bleachers. Mookie Betts blasts one out, and they add to their lead. It's 3-0.
Mookie gets a lot of power into his swing, and this is just the latest example of it. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Tommy Edman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Reached on an infield single his first time. That one's in there, and that is strike one. Two down, nobody on. Just missed. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here at the top of the second. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Yastrzemski makes the play, and it's out number 3. Mookie Betts with a big strike in the inning. It's now 3-0. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the veteran third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Ball one there.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
Eyes now, Matt. Eyes now.
Let's go, Matt.
And strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout.
Batting fifth, first baseman.
So here's Wade now.
Wade Jr.
First
No,
pitch
inside.
just misses. That's inside.
All right, Giants. Ball three.
Let's go, Giants!
In for a strike, now 3-1. And a big swing and a miss.
Full count.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Elliot Ramos. That one outside, and that's ball 1. And a foul ball.
Come on, Giants.
Check swing, and he went. And that's strike 2.
1-2.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
And that skips in the dirt.
2-2.
Let's go, Giants!
Look out.
Fine, that hit
That fastball drilled him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Patrick Bailey will hit next. And that's off the outside edge.
One
And
ball,
that
no
is
strike.
ball 1. In the air, left field, down the line, and that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Not even
2-1.
close there. 2-1. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Ramos leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Backed off the plate that time.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
First and second, 2 outs. Mike Yastrzemski, the next Giant to hit. That catches the outside corner. That's strike 1. First and second, 2 down. Bottom half of inning number 2.
Go, Giants.
That misses.
1-2.
Now 1-2. Swing and a miss, 98 miles per hour on the gun. So they strand a pair. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Giants nothing. back here in San Francisco. Top half of the third inning. Next to the dish is Freddie. Freeman throws right, bats left. More than 2,000 hits in his career. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Webb back to work. There's the strike. Swing and a ground ball up the middle.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Throw not in time. It's an unlikely infield single.
Tough play and a nice backhand stop. Had to be perfect with the exchange and throw to get the out, but it looked like he had to dig in there a little deeper, like he was trying to get a split finger grip or something. Close play, but that little extra time on the transfer made all the difference.
So a man aboard, and next will be the cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez.
Swing now.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
No ball. One strike.
Next
Ball.
offering is downstairs.
Hey, double him up.
Strike. Swing.
And misses inside. Runner at first with no outs here. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
And up next for Los Angeles, Will Smith worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Fastball in for a strike, 0-1.
Not sure exactly what he was thinking there. Good sinker ball pitcher goes with the fastball in a double play situation when he needs something on the ground.
Woo! San Francisco!
Swing and a foul straight back. That misses the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Man at first, 1 away. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
And first offering is fouled off.
All right, Giants.
And that's outside. Next pitch is downstairs.
Come on, Giants!
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
2 balls. 2 strikes. Here we go.
Ripped to short,
Come on, come
and
on.
the inning is over.
That's right.
1 left for LA, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. And we're back as we go to the last of the third. And digging in for San Francisco, Grant McCray.
All right, San Francisco.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
All right, Giants, come on.
That was the
0-1.
sweeper, but it missed.
1-1.
Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
One
Good
ball,
pitch right there.
2 strikes.
Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
And the sweeper is off the plate.
2-2.
He goes down looking. Back to the leadoff spot of the Giants lineup. And now the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. That one's upstairs, ball one. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. Falling behind 2-1.
Good eye. Come on, Giants!
Next offering is fouled back.
San Francisco!
2-2 now. Got him. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Fitzgerald in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. And a swing and a miss.
1-2.
Got him looking for the K. And he strikes out the side for the 2nd time today. Giants are down 1-2-3. They trail in this one 3-0. Start of the 4th, and now the right fielder, Andy Pajes.
Andy Pajes.
And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Dodgers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game. And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
On the ground right side, tosses to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th. And here is Michael Conforto. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time.
All right, Giants!
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
0-1.
Next offering misses down and away. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. There's the strike of the knees. Got him swinging. Now it's going to be Hae-Sung Kim. Flied to right his first time.
Let's go, Giants!
That's off the mark. Ball 1. And he swings over the top there.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it, it's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
And a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Now batting, short.
So the batting order turns over. Mookie Betts steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's already homered here in this one. That one in there across the letters.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Kim off of first with 2 away.
Let's go, Giants.
Right through there for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Here we go, Giants.
That's to third,
Foul ball.
and that's just foul. Next
Ball 1.
pitch just misses, and it's 1-2.
This is our house, baby.
See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today. 1 hit, 1 left. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Giants nothing. Back here at Oracle Park, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Willie Adames.
Go, San Francisco. Come on, Giants. Let's go, Giants.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Next offering upstairs. In the air, right side, Pajes
Come on, kid.
makes the catch for the out. 1 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
And here is Matt Chapman. He's 0 for 1. There's a strike.
Go, Giants.
And that is cut on and missed. And the count is 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And a fastball misses outside for a ball. Now 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. Late cutting action to get the swing and miss right there. I mean, that's just really hard to account for as a hitter when you're seeing the fastball all the way, and then just at the last moment, it darts away from you and you can't reach it.
Wade in the box now. No balls and a strike. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. In the
1-1.
dirt, 1-1. On the ground, right side. Nice grab. To his knee, the throw. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Oh, that one right there had the looks of one of those plays of the week. Great diving stop, but he just couldn't set up to make a good throw. Maybe got a little too excited. He was probably feeling it as well, but either way, that's a tough play and a tough error.
Man at first. And next is the designated hitter, Elliot Ramos. Swings and misses. It's 0-1.
Balls. 1 strike. Come on, Giants.
Can't make contact with the sweeper.
0-2.
And a swing and a miss. With number 9 for him in this game. 9. 1 left for San Francisco. They trail it here 3-0. New inning getting started. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Tommy Edman.
Giants! Come on, Giants! That's
And first offering is fouled off.
Off the plate.
And that one missing low. That's in there. 2-2. Breaking ball misses down and away.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Here comes the manager out of the Giants dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Logan Webb won't go any further, and he had a tough time keeping them in the ball game today. We'll get a new arm when we come back.
Now pitching.
New arm for the Giants, Randy Rodriguez.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
So a man at first. So now it's Freddie Freeman. 1 for 2.
Now let's go!
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Tries to make the play, but it's foul.
Come on now, Giants!
And ball one. Activity in the bullpen. Eric Miller, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Jelly getting loose as well. Edman aboard here at first with nobody out.
Come on, Giants!
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1-2.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
First and second, no outs. Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. In for a strike. Good slider. First and second, no outs. And we're at the top of the 5th.
Let's go, Giants!
Pulls that one foul.
Sit him down.
Started to go after it. Now a look down to first. No swing.
Finish him!
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. And that
that's too
just
low.
misses. No outs, runners at first and second. Swing and a line drive slicing into right field, and it's into the gap. Yastrzemski hustles it back in. Stop sign goes up at third, and the bases are loaded. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
So they're all loaded up. Smith, the next to hit. A strikeout and a walk. That one's in there, 0-1. fouled off down the right side.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through.
Got him swinging, and that is a big first out. Muncy digs in. 0 for 2 in this one.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And that one is downstairs. Ball 1.
Ball 2, up.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Sit them down.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
The healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Nice job behind the plate there.
Set him down right here.
That's in for a strike on the outside corner. And now 3-2. Out there to center. Base hit. 1 run is in. Another comes in to score, and the lead is up to 5.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore, where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
And next for LA, Andy Pajes. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that is out of play. First and third, 1 down.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch, make the best pitch you possibly can, and let the result be whatever it's going to be.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
The batter will be Michael Conforto. There's the strike. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out. So 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Giants nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the Giants catcher, Patrick Bailey.
Let's go Giants.
That's a ball, went with the sweeper.
Well, these Giants, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. They've found themselves behind in the count quite a bit. They're trying to be patient, but it's mostly resulting in outs, not base runners. And you could argue it's making things more difficult at the plate.
High fly ball out to center field. Edman in position. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Come on now.
Now batting.
Mike Yastrzemski up here. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. And that one fouled off. One down, base is empty. Not close with that one, and it's 2-1. Late that time, and it's strike two.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And, you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. Tap foul at the plate.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
That one misses, and the count 1-2.
Let's go, Giants!
And a foul ball, he stays alive. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. The Dodgers leading by 5. Last half of inning number 5. That one misses. And now it's 3-2.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Strike 3, Shohei gets the K. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Giants nothing. New pitcher on here, Tristan Beck.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Hesung Kim.
Let's go, San Francisco!
And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Signs of movement in the Giants bullpen. Eric Miller getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Jelly also throwing. Outside low, and it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Out to short, Adames. Throws to first, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Now batting, shortstop Mookie Betts.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Here's Mookie to hit. He's already homered in this game. Foul ball. Betts, a former Gold Glove winner, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2011. Strike 2.
Well, you've got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Next offering down in the dirt. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. That just misses. It's 2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Out to short, Adames.
Hustle!
Tosses to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Now batting, center fielder Tommy Edman.
2 down, base is empty. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder Tommy Edman. And first offering is fouled off. Way out front for strike 2.
0-2.
And that's down and away. And a curve is down and in. And that misses. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Freddie Freeman waiting to bat for the Dodgers. That's ball 4, trying another fastball, but missed the spot.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
2 outs, runner at first. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit.
Come on, Giants!
Outside, and it's 1-0. Edman off of first with 2 away. Beck checks the runner. Edman back on a dive.
All right, Giants, come on.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
On the corner for a strike. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The other way. And foul ball.
Here we go.
2-2.
In the dirt, but kept close. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. No runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Giants nothing. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now it's the Giants leadoff hitter, Jung-Hoo Lee. Ohtani back to work. Pitch misses. 1-0. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Alex Vesia looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Grove, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. The 1-0.
That's down, ball 2.
And that's downstairs and outside.
All right, San Francisco.
That one finds the zone, and it's 3-1.
San Francisco!
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And he's up to 12 strikeouts on the day.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is, here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top, and that's why they call it a split finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
Fitzgerald up for the 3rd time here, watches that one miss.
Come on, Giants.
95 with that one. The stuff has been
1
excellent.
ball, 1 strike.
Hard hit left side. Sends it across the first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the shortstop, Willie Adames.
Willie Adames, the next Giant to hit.
Let's go, Giants.
The shortstop takes the ball.
All right, Giants.
That one finds the zone, and the count 1-1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th.
Giants.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Edman going after it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning.
Oh, no.
Back here in San Francisco, top of inning number 7. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. The wind of the pitch. There's the strike. Comes up empty.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that's the first out.
Now batting, catcher,
Will Smith getting ready to hit.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Clips the corner. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
1 down, base is empty. And that one in the air center field.
There you go. That's how you do it. Come on.
Lee makes the catch. And there are 2 down.
now batting, third baseman, Max.
And now it's
Muncy.
Max Muncy.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Right side. And it finds its way through for a hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Now batting, right fielder.
Now it's
Andy
the right
Pajes.
fielder, Andy Pajes. 0 for 3 in this one. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center.
That's right. Make the throw.
Lee makes the play, and that'll do it. So the Dodgers leave one as they are unable to add to their 5-0 lead.
Now
We're
pitching
back in a
for
new
Los
pitcher
Angeles.
here to start the bottom of the 7th. Michael
Number
Grove.
39.
And you know, bullpen guys can
Michael
struggle
Grove.
sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Chapman in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. And another ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
That one finds the corner, and that's strike 1.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
And that's off the inside edge. Ball 3. Ripped, but it curls foul. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
So a man aboard. Here's Lamont Wade Jr.
Lamont Wade Jr.
Stay out of the double play.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Next pitch in for a strike, and it's 1-1.
Here we go, Giants.
Hit on the ground, might be 2. To second, that's 1. And it's a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Designated hitter, Elliot.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the DH, Elliot Ramos. He's 0 for 1.
Come on, Giants.
That missed by a lot. And that's ball 1. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Let's go, Giants.
Swing and a miss.
1-2. Let's go, Giants.
On the ground. And that chance handled. Jumps, throws. What a play. Inning over. Giants go down quietly. It's 5-0. Ready to begin the 8th. And now the DH, Michael Conforto.
Michael Conforto.
Go, Giants.
And first offering is fouled off.
You can do it, Giants.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Kim stands in now, looks at that one inside. Upstairs, and the count is 2-0. Late swing, foul to the left. And there's a ball. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. And that's a fair ball.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent back control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Here's Mookie now, and that's in for a strike. 0-1. Kim leads off first with 1 away. Pickoff throw. Kim back in on a dive. Just missed. There's a swing and a drive. That one's carrying. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
It's a really good swing. He just didn't get quite enough of it to beat the wind. It's blowing in from right field right now.
Tommy Edman steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Go, Giant.
On the inside corner for a strike.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the...
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Out there. And that ends the inning.
Well, trying to get into scoring position, but a great catch and throw to end the inning. That's the way to pick up the pitcher.
On to the bottom of the eighth. And digging in for San Francisco, Patrick Bailey. That pitch gets the inside corner. Strike one. In the air, fairly deep to right field. And out number one on the grab.
Up next for the Giants.
And up next for San Francisco, Mike Yastrzemski, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Gets under it and pops it up. Muncy hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Grant McCray.
Grant McCray now at the plate. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
No balls. One strike.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
That's outside. And a count 1-2.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch. So got to stay ready for it.
Giants! Come on, Giants!
2 down, nobody on. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Full count.
Base knock center field. Now he'll turn for second. And he's in there standing up with a 2-out double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
So runner at second, 2 down. Here's the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. 1 for 3. And takes low for ball 1. And a strike in there.
Come on, Giants.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. And he's out.
Right there.
Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Bang, bang play at the plate right there. Outfielder needed no help. An absolutely perfect throw to get him right on the money. Excellent tag by the catcher. And the inning ends on an awesome play.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back.
Giants.
It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new
Number
pitcher on the mound,
64.
Sean Jelly.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Edman leading things off and takes a strike. Jelly, he's someone that fills up the strike zone, so he doesn't give up a lot of walks, but because he's in the zone so much, a decent amount of hits occur. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
And he's got to get ahead early in the count and then be able to mix up his speeds, add and subtract some velocity, but command is the big key, throwing the ball where he wants to.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. And here's Freddie Freeman. Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and it goes just foul. Outside low, and that's ball one. Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Eric Miller getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. On the ground to third. Throws across the diamond. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. This one high in the air to left center. Lee
All day, baby, all day.
makes the catch. And that is that. Offense held in check there. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Giants nothing.
Now pitching for Los
Back
Angeles.
now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Michael Kopech.
Michael Kopech.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Here's the second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout.
Fitzgerald.
And that's too high.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Next offering is fouled back. Right through there for a strike. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Kopech deals. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And the leadoff man retired here in the ninth. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
And first offering is fouled off. Kopech, in his 6th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and occasionally uses a cutter. The shortstop takes the ball. The Dodgers leading by 5. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Swing and a hard hit grounder to third. And it stays fair. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
1 out, runner at second. Now Matt Chapman at the plate. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. Now it's off his glove as the slider gets away from him. Probably ruled a pass ball as the runner moves up to third.
Let's go, Giants!
Swings through that.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Got him swinging. And they're down to their last out.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, low and away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. I tell you what, that's a tremendous two-strike pitch.
Wade stands in now and watches strike one. Hit to right, and that should do it. He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers use 3 pitchers to combine for the shutout.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Players can sort of come together, connect a little bit more than they do when they're at home with their families, and that can breed to success on the field, as we saw in this game today. Excellent win by this team.
5-0 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. From Oracle Park in San Francisco, MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the San Francisco Giants. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go. And on the mound today, Logan Webb. And Singy, he's a workhorse. Loves pitching deep into his starts.
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Betts, not sure what to expect after that first pitch. Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike. Punch him out.
That one down the line, and that's just foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Kicks and fires. And a swing and a miss. And one away.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And here comes Tommy Edman in for a strike. And it's 0-1.
1 strike.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with a number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
He was all over that one. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
Let's go, Logan.
And that drops in for a strike. Freeman, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Come on, Giants.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Let's go, Giants.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 1 left for L.A. Now it's the Giants' turn. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. Pitching in our game today, Shohei Ohtani.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
We go to the bottom of the first, and now the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
Let's go, Giants.
And a foul ball. Got him swinging.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Gerald.
Tyler Fitzgerald digs in now.
Come on, Tyler.
Went with the sweeper, but it misses. Swing and a miss. And the count even at one.
All right, Tyler, let's go.
Swings through that one for strike two.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Strike three, got him with the sweeper.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first two hitters of this ball game, and somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
Two down, base is empty. And up next for the Giants, Willie Adames. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Two outs. The shortstop takes the ball.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
Come on now, Willie. Base hit, baby.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And he strikes out this side in the first. Nothing doing there for San Francisco. We played an inning. No score. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the catcher, Will Smith.
Let's go, San Francisco.
Webb back to work. There's the strike.
No ball. One strike.
To third, Chapman sends it to first and quickly one away in the second.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Here comes Max Muncy.
Come on, Giants.
First pitch misses. Webb. He's the kind of starter that a lot of pitching coaches and managers as well really appreciate. Not a guy who's going to get himself into trouble by dancing around, by walking guys. Outside low. Now 2-0.
Yeah, he throws strikes, and you know he's got the command, be in the zone, be effective, but just moving the ball around, getting the ball back from the catcher, Boog, and throwing the pitch.
One strike.
One down, base is empty. That one fouled off. 2-2. It's an interesting thing when you consider limiting walks. Is it more important today because of how many home runs are being hit?
No doubt. Keeping players off the base paths with the way the swings and the launch angles are today, the emphasis of hitting home runs is so huge. It's never been more important.
And here is Andy Pajes. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. And that extends the inning.